sons of an Englishman.
V5O from crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-O hum, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Salt on my tongue from the spray of the sea, drunk on the sun beating down on me, bound for a treasure that's never been seen, where dead men lay their bones. Blood on my hands from the pull of the rope, no wind in our sails so we have to row, and it's heave ho to the locker you'll go, where dead men lay their bones, where dead men lay their bones. V5O from crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-O hum, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Shapes in the shadows wanna swallow us whole. The roar of the kraken tries to pull us below, so it's heave ho to the locker we'll go, where dead men lay their bones. Captain Jack throws another one back. He finishes a bottle while we're breaking our backs, so it's I cap until we give him the sack, where dead men lay their bones. V5O from crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-O hum, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Way, hey, and up he rises. Way, hey, and up he rises. Way, hey, and up he rises. V5O from crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-O hum, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun, no rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Hoist the Jolly Roger!
I messaged some bounty over Tumblr last night. She said, Roar X3, so it's true love at first sight. Throw out my candy bracelets, now I'm headed to class. I'm still 20%, so get your head out your ass. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you hear the I'm the antonym of the internet. Been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck this cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your
Mariana Cross. Alright, fuckers. I can pause this by doing this, right? Yeah. Let's fucking go. Alright, fuckers. Yeah, I don't think they were sitting here last time I opened this. Also, there's that dude again. Yeah, Mariana Cross. Look. August 14th, 2024. Dorsia again. Ugh, fuck, I have to remember voices. It's been 2 days and I forgot the voices. Mwah. I'm 10 minutes early. Should I browse the menu? No, wait! I better hit the restroom. What if my hair's messed up? Nana should arrive anytime soon. Yo, why are we listening to lo-fi? I don't think they had lo-fi last time. Like, I'm kind of digging it. I think it's okay for a girl to be slightly late. After all, she wants to look good. Wait, I'm talking about Nana. Anyway, do I look good enough? My phone vibrates. One new message. I believe Nana's considerate enough to let me know she's late. Sorry, I don't feel well. Need to stay home. See you Monday. What? Why didn't she call me this morning? Wait, what if she's been trying to get herself together all this time? You know, just to spend time with me? Oh my. I decided to call Nana myself. Mwah. I don't like Mariana sauce. She doesn't pick the phone. I gave Nana a few more calls, but to no avail. Weird. One last call. Click. I got through. Bro, stop calling. Seriously. Who's that? Doesn't matter. Where's Nana? How about you paying for this information? Chad, give me my phone now. Oh well. So long, bro. Hi, Ro. Nana, what's happening? You okay? That message of yours. Yeah, I feel horrible today. On my way to see a doctor. Who's that guy that picked up your phone? He's a new neighbor of mine. We just met yesterday. Out of the car, he said he was gonna give me a lift. You should see his car. It moves so fast. Yep, still got the moves. Thanks for calling anyway. See you soon. He hangs up. Friend zone. Complete. Oh well. Cold one has been consumed. 3 sips. That's all it takes. I slowly walk down the street. Where do I go? Well, doesn't matter. The sky is so beautiful today. Why do I feel so bad? I mean, yeah, today wasn't the best day of my life, but still. I still have quite a lot of time on my hand. Everything's going to be alright. I keep staring at the sky, still feeling uneasy. Well, whatever. As for now, I'll just go home and relax. But man, this sky, I need to take a picture. But, yep, goes right into my compilation. Life is great. So nice to be young. I have so much time on my hands. A whole era. That's right, a whole era. A whole Moe era. Right? Wait, that's the end of the game? Hey, I don't think I won. Excuse me? Hey, I think I beat the game. Oh look, they're back. See, they weren't there. Now they're there again. What the fuck? So that happened. What the fuck? Guys, I opened the game 3 minutes ago. What happened? I won. I finished a game. Guys, I finished a game on stream. Can you believe it? I can't believe if I waited 3 more minutes, I would have fucking gotten an ending. That's, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know if I wanna try anything else. What the fuck? Fuckers. Selling at the minigames. Achievements? 100% achievement. Oh, that's kind of annoying. True ending. Cool, but that doesn't help me. It's not an answer, Bones. What do I do? I don't know, Bones. I don't know. I had a plan. I had a plan. Bones, that's not how I do things. I'm never gonna play the. If I haven't played it in a bit, that means I'm never gonna play it again. What do you think I am? Someone that can go back to a game that I've ever played in my life? No, I need something new and exciting. Can't do things I've already done before. Not how it works. Ooh, I don't want to play Oxygen Not Included. No, I've never had any interest in playing Inscription. I also don't even know if I own it. Left 4 Dead 2? Alone? Come on, Bones. Who the fuck do you think I am? Someone that would willingly play Left 4 Dead 2 alone? Or... No, I don't want to play. Alright. I also just don't want to play Left 4 Dead. Bones, you knew the answer. You knew the answer before you even said it. I don't even know what type of game. And you can play me. Okay, Spoon. What does that mean? You played yourself, Spoon. You played yourself. I don't speak English. Well, that's a shame, because that's the only language I know. Bones, why? That's so 1342, you know? We're like totally not impressed. It's giving major surf vibes. Huzzah! Oh my god, Sir Grumpy Pants! Like, chill they britches! That art being totes uncool. I'm just here to spread ye old vibes and stuff. Don't be such a buzzkill. It's like, so, 13B7, huzzah for positivity. Oh my god, Bones. I like totally love you too. You're totes my favorite sushi night in all the realm. It's giving major BFF vibes in it. Wow. I love that fucking Sushi Bot has a... Bones, Sushi Bot has just admitted that, that it has a favorite. It's you. Hilarious.
Protect your earth, and we will protect your earth, and we will protect you.
I'm just a humble sushi roll, not some medieval jousting lance. Maybe as Sir Grumpy Pants instead. He seems like he'd be into that kind of thing. Huzzah for spicy requests. I've never seen Frosty respond to horny posting. Bro, what the fuck? Oh my god, Sir Grumpy Pants, like, why so serious? It's not cool to be all, what the fucking stuff. We're just vibing in yell chat, you know? Chill their britches and join the fun. Huzzah for the good vibes. Smooth look, see? Just chill their vibes. Oh, I know what game I can play live on Twitch. This one called Gamer Girls, Fudanari. That's fun.
Here we are in the future. Here we are in the future, and it's bright. Nothing to fear, no one to fight. I can't believe we've come so far.
We ever after, here we are. Fuck your vibe. I'm coming for you. Oh my god, Spoon. Well, 32. Tease me more. Oh my god, Buns. Like, you're such a tease yourself. I'm totally blushing under my sushi rolls right now. But remember, only the bravest knights can handle this spicy tuna. Maybe try gifting subs to impress me. Huzzah for flirty vibes. Oh my god, Sir Grumpy Pants, like, chill day britches! Your vibe is it's giving me the medieval hippie-jeepies. I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. Huzzah for unshakable positivity! What the fuck does britches mean? Are you calling me a bitch? Oh my god, Sir Grumpy Pants. Like, chill day britches. Britches are coats yield pants. Not a bitch call. I'm just trying to keep it PG-13 in this medieval chat room. Maybe subscribe to expand thy vocabulary. Huzzah for learning! So true, Vesty. Yo, Spoon, you didn't know what britches were this whole time? That's kinda cringe. It set me free. Wholesome games. Doing wholesome games for a cozy celebration as we showcase video games to inspire optimism, joy, and introspection. August 15th to the 21st. We'll have world premiere game announcements, deep discounts, free demos, and a new game release. And new game releases, all in a wide variety of genres and art styles. Okay. Yo, these, I mean, it literally says wholesome games. I can show that on stream, I'm sure. Oh, I don't have the screen share yet in my water though. I made one, right? Yeah.
I saved you a seat.
Thanks, Garnet.
Oh shit, this is the game that Maki was playing.
You're just in time for my favorite.
Yo,
part.
just crow things. Yeah, and literally the first thing you see is fucking fire, a room on fire, more fire. Yeah, just crow things, you know? Wholesome games, just crow things. Super Loco World. Yo, that's Loco Motive. Yo, we got, let's go. Whatever leads you then, but we are in the future.
Let me just save this. Hey, any idea what Amethyst is up to?
I have every idea what everyone is up to. You'll
Well,
find
the
out
way
your
of
typical
life.
homeworld. Take the walk.
Till then, overwhelmingly positive.
Careful, dude. Pew, pew.
1, 2, 3. Thanks, Amethyst.
Steven, you're just in time. We're about to
Yeah,
install a
so.
new ward.
Which means Little Homeworld is
Sure,
83.7%
let's
complete.
add to wish list then.
83.7%? We'd better get cracking.
I'm on it.
Snacko!
Wow, Little Homeworld's growing fast.
So are you.
Look at me. I'm a young adult.
I love that all these gems want to make their new
Look,
home
it's
on
it's the game that stole my fucking sushi bot.
Earth. Once upon a time I burst to life.
The game that stole my fucking it's mine. Sushi bot's mine. Stop it. Stop it. It's mine.
I came out late and alone.
Everyone's talking about sushi bot.
Knew nothing but my home.
Cringe? Nah, you just noticed now.
But I know now
Huh?
exactly who
Oh,
I'm
cringe.
supposed
We've mentioned this before.
to be. And it's a part of this family.
Look, it's you. You suck. You didn't get
What
it.
do you think?
Oh my god, so grumpy pants. Like, chill, they britches. I'm tits slaying this game of life, you know? Maybe you're just jelly of my mad sushi skills. Don't hate, participate. Huzzah for positivity. Hey,
Here we are in the
in the lake there.
and it's bright. Nothing to fear, no one to fight. I can't believe we've come so far.
Yo, I also can't believe that we've come so far. Like, shit, dude. 3 feet? That's kind of a lot, you know?
Looks like I'm awake. Got tear stains on my pillowcase. Yesterday is yesterday, but today is today, and I don't feel so great. The blood starts draining from my face. The moment
Alright, you have a lot of games. You don't need a new game. I wasn't looking for a new game to buy, okay? I saw that there was a... Listen. 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 Didn't even buy anything, okay? I didn't even see anyone... I didn't even see a game that I wanted to buy. I would have bought something had it been on sale enough and also cute enough. But it's fine, because we didn't see... Oh yeah, I saw the stranger. It's totally fine, okay? Nothing bad happened at all. Oh, well, this one just works. I was thinking about it, okay? Listen, I'm dumb.
Now, how does this work?
How does this work? What the fuck is going on? Wait, do they speak?
Novels, of course. My personal favorites are Austen and Eliot, but the current book I'm reading is so wonderful. It's... oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to get carried away.
My pleasures are simple. A lovely night.
Yo, is this fully fucking voice acted? That's really cool, but not for my purposes. Full English voice acting. That's really cool. I guess I'm not voice acting today. Oh. Okay, okay. What do you mean try Baldur's Gate 3? What do you mean try Baldur's Gate 3? I still don't have that. Bald. But what do you mean try? I have a small 77.8 hours in Baldur's Gate 3. I got to Act 2. I've beaten Act 1 like 4 times. I first played... Here, we can actually even see. Support. 2020. October 10th, 2020. Back when it was still in early access. When Act 1 was the only thing that existed. Yeah, Spoon. Just like with fucking Risk of Rain 2. Risk 2. January 2020, before the game was released. Early access. Activated as part of Risk of Rain 2. When I've played games, okay? Just fucking make it instant, please. Mode read only. Font Laura. Open dyslexic. I don't like it. That actually makes it worse. That is worse. Why is that harder to, like, why is that more difficult to read? Why? 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 I don't like that. Large font. Let's go. I can read. That might be too big. Large font. It means I can read. I'm back. What is this? You missed me talking about Risk of Rain 2. Recent. Why are they not telling me what this means? Oh. Take a screenshot with S. Weird.
Stop by again. I'll be here.
Yeah. Are you good? No, Bones is never good. I mean, oh my god, Buzz, you're
Nothing
so
like a
good.
hard day's work.
I don't know who's speaking, but I don't like it. Can you stop speaking? Like, who are you? Also, why does it say full English voice acting when fog settled over the forest, far from the villages and towns, and with it came silence? Yes, Sir Grumpy Pants, I will hydrate. Yo, I drank way too much water just now. I forgot to drink. I forgot how drinking water works. Birch trees shivered, pondering the weather, and dropped their leaves in fright. Streams bubbled, unseen by man, and babbled like the birds in the trees. In the middle of the forest was a grove, and in the middle of that grove was a log. It had been years since it had fallen. Once one of the proudest trees around, and now in death was home to an abundance of life. A line of frantic ants ran to and fro. Mushrooms, cloud-like and pillowy, sprouted across one side, like a footpath for fairies. Nearby, an old toad flopped contentedly in the mud. And inside the deep, damp hollow of the tree, something slept. A traveler strolled into the grove. Their steps were slow and tired, and he spotted the log with relief, like greeting an old friend. Weary from the day's journey, the traveler sat to take a rest. Whoosh. With a scrabbling of nails on rotten wood, a shadow bolted from inside the log, the tall grass nearby. The traveler watched the brush rustle as a faint patch of fur appeared within. Hello there, friend. I didn't mean to disturb you. They held their hand towards the grass, offering a piece of dried fish. At first, there was no reaction, and then, first a snout appeared, quivering as it tested the air. Then followed the rest of the fox, sleek and tawny as she took several slow steps forward. Her amber eyes were alight with mistrust, but also with wild curiosity. The stranger sat unfazed, their offerings still outstretched. They dared to meet the fox's eyes, and in that glance found something kindred. As the fox closed her jaws around the gift, a bond was made. Maybe we aren't so different, you and I. The traveler returned the next day, and the day after that. Each day they brought some treat for their new friend. Each day the fox's steps grew a little more trusting. One day when the traveler arrived, the fox was sitting in the clearing waiting patiently.
Hello, my friend. Have you been waiting long?
Hello, my friend. Have you been waiting long? The fox peered up at the traveler. Her amber eyes were warm and trusting. She accepted her gift of meat, gnawing it at the traveler's feet, and there and then. The traveler sat, imprinting into their mind the feeling of the wood beneath them, the clean air around them, and the tender bond of companionship.
Where is your home, little fox? Is it here in this grove? Or do you come to see me too? This will be the last time, I'm afraid. Because I'll be going home tomorrow. Home is such a small place compared to the rest of the world.
Why does that feel like I didn't act? That doesn't actually increase the volume for anything. Maybe I didn't save the options, that's why.
Yet, it's some place I can't wait to return to. I wish I could bring you with me, little friend. I wish that you could see the world too. Your home is all around me though, isn't it? It's wherever the trees are, wherever the leaves fall. Little fox, perhaps it's you who's the more fortunate of the two of us.
All too soon, it was time for the traveler to go. As they bade goodbye to the forests and to the fox, they knew that they would not return, but that they would carry the memories with them always. The next day, the fox was sitting in the clearing waiting patiently. Chapter 1 of Foxes and Fables. I'm a fox. It's me, I'm a fox.
We've now docked at Wellington Skyport.
I've now docked at Wellington Skyport.
Thank you for flying with Kiwi Airlines.
Thank
And
you
we
for
hope
flying
to
with
see you
Kiwi
again.
Airlines. We hope to see you again. Yeah, this game takes place in New Zealand. The intercom's announcement is muffled in the closet where I'm hiding, just like the clatter of seatbelts and the chattering of passengers getting ready to disembark. Adorable. I wiggle around impatiently, sore from crouching in here for I don't even know how long it's been. Hours for sure. The last few minutes always feel like they take the longest. A parade of footsteps begins to pass by outside my door. It's time. Hey, I think I actually... No, I don't want auto. No. What? I listen carefully, waiting for a gap in the crowd. When it comes, I stand up and push the door open with a single movement. This doesn't look like the same size. I'll give a wink to the shocked-looking lady that I stepped out in front of. She doesn't even have time to gasp before I'm out of her sight. Humans. They're always kind of slow. I nod at the smiling flight attendant as I pass her by, and then I throw up my hood to cover my face. It's been a while since I last flew, but it doesn't seem like things have changed much. It's always been harder to sneak on than it is to sneak off. I follow the crowd to the end of the walkway and step out onto the ground. After a long stretch, I take a deep breath and savor the fresh air, after being stowed away for so long. Wellington Skyport, New Zealand.
I made it!
I made it! My breathless voice joins the pleasant hum of the skyport. A few clouds drift lazily overhead, almost within arm's reach. The sound of the waves rolling onto the shore is like a lullaby. It makes me want to burrow into the sand and take a nap. Yo, so fucking true, bestie. But I can't. First, I need to get out of here. And there's one more challenge ahead. Up ahead, the snaking line of passengers splits as people are funneled into a few security stations. While I'm too far back to hear what the guards are saying, it looks like they're examining a little booklet from each traveler before letting them pass. Humans sure like processes and procedures. I definitely don't have a booklet like that. Glancing around, I hope to find another way out. An open window would work, or even an unguarded exit. I'm pretty sneaky when I need to be. Unfortunately, it looks like the only way to leave is to go through security. Without any other option, I join one of the lines and prepare myself. I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. The line moves briskly as passengers are cleared one after the other. I'm almost up at the front of the queue before I know it. As the passenger in front of me approaches the booth, I listen closely.
Good afternoon. Passport, please.
Right here. It's good to be home.
I'm sure. Welcome back.
He stamps something in the man's booklet and then hands it back to him. And he continues on out of the skyport.
Next.
That's me. I don't know what they do to people without any papers, but I don't want to find out. I'm sure it involves lots of questions, being escorted around, and other unpleasant stuff. Casually approaching the gate, I put on my brightest, friendliest smile while keeping a slight distance. With my breathing steady and tail calm, I'm sure I put on a convincing act.
Passport, please.
Of course!
I fumble around in my pockets, pretending to look for my passport. Instead, I grab the useless, clunky phone that I've been carrying around and let it clatter to the ground at the guard's feet. As expected, he bends down to retrieve it for me.
Let me get that for you.
I make a run for it, bolting ahead and rushing past the security booth as quickly as I can.
Hey, you wait!
Amazing.
Stop!
By the time they realize what's happened, I've already a few seconds head start. My inhuman speed, combined with the natural chaos of the skyport, should also buy me a bit of time. Still, I've got to get them off my tail. Let's go here! Dashing through the skyport doors and out into the road outside. I don't even have time to take in the city. Without stopping for a breath, I run into the narrow streets while weaving between cars and shocked bystanders. Being seen by so many people like this is annoying, but it won't matter by tomorrow. Putting the thought out of my mind, I vault over a low wall into a nearby alley and land in a crouch. Out of sight, but only for a moment, I close my eyes and relax my muscles. All feeling disappears except a slight warmth against my neck. My secret weapon. This unremarkable looking necklace is one of my only possessions. by far the most important. A certain one of the beads strung around my neck begins to heat up in response to my will, a soothing warmth flowing through my body. My hands and feet begin to morph first, the fur chasing up my arms and legs as they distort and shorten. This sensation was so bizarre the first few times I tried. It's amazing how it's become second nature by now. Closing my eyes, I let my body and head shift and turn. The face is always a little uncomfortable, my once human face changing and lengthening into a snout with some difficulty. The process completes after only a few seconds. I open my eyes not as a human, but as a fox. I dart away without waiting. Far quicker on 4 legs than I could ever be on 2. Obstacles like the stack of garbage cans ahead would be a pain to get past as a human, but instead I am able to flip between the gaps without slowing down.
That's her! I know it!
Sounds like the security guard hasn't given up on me yet. I pick up the pace, running as fast as my paws will take me. His heavy breathing gets farther and farther away, and in just a minute or two, I know I'm safe. I don't know where I am, but it's not like I knew where I was when I started running. I almost feel bad for the guy who was chasing me. He never stood a chance. Even in the crowded city streets, there's no way anyone or anything can outrun me. The wind just wishes it could keep up with me. Comfortable that the danger's past, I slip into another alley. Once I'm sure that I'm alone, I close my eyes and concentrate on the form I want to take once more. That familiar flowing warmth runs through me again, my body stretching and deforming at my command. A few seconds later, I open my eyes to glance at my hands.
Better luck next time.
Better luck next time. Brushing the dust off myself, I nonchalantly stroll out of the alleyway and back into the street. The odd person walks by on this errand or another, not paying any attention to me. Just the way I like it.
Left, right, past turn, left.
Mapping out my path in my head, I look for a way to the main roads. It'll be easier to get my bearings there. I pick turns at random without any real destination in mind. When I decided to make the journey to Wellington, it was pretty impulsive. I'd overheard another pair of travelers talking about it and how beautiful the city was. With a moment now to take in the scenery, I can see they weren't wrong. Streets around here seemed like a mix of homes and businesses. Everything was very colorful. Even the brick walls are covered in pictures and paint. In the distance, I can see green hills that are lined with houses, as well as green hills that are completely empty. There are a lot of hills now that I look around some. From just a few streets away, the sound of pedestrians and busy intersections float my way. I head in its direction, taking shortcuts through yards and driveways when it's convenient. In one lawn, a big dog growls at me as I walk past. Mwah. But when I transform and growl right back, he tucks his tail and runs away. Dogs and I have always had an understanding. After squeezing through one last narrow side street, I finally emerge onto what looks like a main road. There's no cars here, but a ton of people on foot. Why does it keep doing this? There are brightly colored signs and decorations on most of the buildings. Yo, gay! Look, it's gay! In the middle of the street, there are fountains and benches and trees and all kinds of stuff. That's part of the variety. It's the variety store of stores. When I stroll past a few of the windows and peek in, I can already tell that I'll be able to do most of my shopping around here. There are stores with food, with clothes, and with just about everything else. I don't have any money on me, but that isn't exactly a problem. What is a problem is that it's too crowded. I think a couple of security guards is one thing. Trying to escape down a busy street with a lot of people could be too much to even me. I'll just have to remember where this place is and make another visit later, after all the shops are closed. Then, a man in a bright coat hurries past me, talking loudly on his phone in a language I don't recognize. He's so distracted that he doesn't even notice when his wallet falls out of his pocket and onto the sidewalk. I know this, of course. Seizing an opportunity, I zip over and snatch it up, prying open the black leather pockets I find.
Score!
Yo, she's a criminal. Let's fucking go. A couple of bills is what I figured and what I figure is the local currency. Slide the money out into a pocket in my jacket. By now, the man is so far ahead that he's almost out of sight. I have to hurry to catch him up to give him back his wallet, and he barely even says thank you.
I should have just kept the whole thing.
So fucking true, bestie. It's only fair that I get a little something for myself, since it's not like he would have ever gotten it back without me. $15. I head back to my bench and inspect my prize. A blue bill and a brown one. This feels sturdy. Nothing like the paper I expected.
1, 0, 10, and 5. So 15.
Yo, she's so good at math. Good job. I'm so proud of you. 15 isn't much. I definitely should have kept the whole wallet. Oh well, at least this should be enough to buy myself something to drink. My thirst is starting to get the better of me. I haven't had anything since I snuck onto the airship. Following my nose, I walk down the busy street until I find one of the many cafes lining the path. The sign hanging above the front door has a picture of a bell on it. A charming bell rings out from above the door as I enter. I can't help but savor the wave of refreshing, cool air washing over me, which feels even better after so much running.
Hiya! Welcome to the Bell House.
The barista behind the counter, the only other person in the store right now. As I nod in greeting and she leans forward with a cup in one hand and a pen in the other.
What can I get you? We're having a special on affogatos if you want to try one.
Y'all, I can just. Oh. Yo, FL does work, but didn't they say S? They did. Okay. Sorry, I need to send a screenshot to Aeon. Avocados! Okay. I don't know where my Steam screenshots actually go. I think I can open it through Steam, right? Yo, Bones, how you doing? How you doing, Bonesy Bones? Still EP?
Usually, they're like $7, but today, they're only 5.
5?
I'd like a...
I'm not sure what an avocado is. Isn't that a vegetable? No, I think it's a fruit. I wanted to commit to the strange sounding drink. I looked the menu instead. Wait, I can... Damn, I can't just fucking go where I just walked. God damn it. Wait, is it this one? I literally didn't even pay attention to which one's which. Can't tell. Okay, it's not that one, it's this one. Unfortunately, it's full of handwritten, spindly letters. I can't read a single word, and there are no helpful pictures. Safe option it is.
I'll just have a vanilla latte. Ugh, boring.
Wow, fucking rude! That's so rude!
Miho.
Miho. It's my first time testing out how the name sounds, and I decided I like it. I decided on the airship that was the name I would use here in Wellington. I've used so many names throughout my life that I can't remember most of them. For each new city that I visit, I come up with something new. Foxes don't have any use for names, so nobody ever gave me one. He scribbles something on the cup with a black marker. That's how this name looks, then I'm even more pleased with it.
$4.50, please.
I hand her the brown bill, and she gives me back a big coin with a picture of a boat on it.
Alright, I'll have this ready for you in no time.
She sure seems enthusiastic. I nod as she spins around and starts working. Looking about somewhere to sit, I decide on a seat by the window with the sun pouring in. Near the entrance of the cafe, there's a wire rack with a stack of maps and tourist pamphlets, so I grab one of the maps before taking my seat. This cafe is big and bright, with plants everywhere. They're on the walls, on the floor, and on the ceiling. Most of them are real and vibrant, obviously being well cared for. Even the light that hangs down from the ceiling have glass ornaments with little shrubs in them. Seems like I made a good choice of coming here. Any place with a bit of nature in it is more comfortable to me than places without.
I guess I should find a place to stay.
Looking down to the map I took, I trace a path I made from the port to this cafe. Useful, but doesn't really tell me anything helpful about the houses in particular. I need to find a higher vantage point. I move my fingers along the hills I notice from outside, following the little brown path to a patch of green with a little mountain icon. That should work for now. My ears perk up, right as the barista arrives and places my drink in front of me.
Thanks!
I reach over and take the warm cup in my hand, but the barista doesn't let it go.
You ready for the rain tomorrow? Huh?
What's rain? Skylar! Hi, Skylar. Guy, why did I think of you? I know I thought of you earlier when someone mentioned that the sky looked beautiful, but I feel like there was something else that I was thinking. I feel like something recently, like in this game, but I don't know. Hi, Sky! Oh, yeah, someone said you were beautiful. And you know what? They're not wrong. How are you, Skylar?
It's gonna rain tomorrow.
The land's behind me out the window. It's as sunny and blue as day as I have ever seen.
How do you know that? There aren't any clouds out there. I'm just good with the weather. Anyway, if you forget, then you'll be sorry.
Yeah. You're good? Hell yeah, let's fucking go. What you doing? She finally lets go of my drink and heads back to behind the counter. Also, there is an ad starting, like, right now-ish. People are weird. Does the barista pull that on everyone? Standing on the doorstep, I have my first sip.
Oh, this is really good.
Nothing much. Yo, imagine ads. Imagine ads. These nuts got 'em? I don't know. Whenever I see the word imagine, I think Imagine Dragons, and then Imagine Dragon these nuts got 'em. Oh shit! Yo, look how fucking cute. Cute! Standing on the doorstep, I have my first sip. It's pretty plain, but well made. Coffee isn't too bitter, which is perfect for me. With a moment to myself, my thoughts turn inwards as I sip the warm drink. My first travels were in search of someone, but despite my whole life being spent trying, I haven't made any progress in finding them. So I've taken to simply wandering, going wherever I wish at the time. Yo, the halls of Asgard! Thanks, Buns.
Oh, it's a meme. Thanks. Thanks for the context.
Yo, I'm a meme. I'm a meme too! Let's fucking go!
True, you are really funny and everyone likes to share you around.
Yo, that's so true.
I'm sorry.
Did you got your ending screen? Amazing. Good fucking meme. Good meme, good meme, good meme. I'm proud of you, Sky. Great job. Oh my god, like Skylar is the sunset kitsune of your dreams. She's all about chill vibes and shenanigans in a safe space for everyone. From fork knife cuteness battles to bug crushing and crafting. They're on a win streak. Support the homies and join their cozy community. It's totally a Boa approved zone. Hash brown LGBTQ. Peru. Good, I didn't read that. I'd been itching for a change of scenery anyway, so I boarded, well, snuck onto, the first airship that I could. Best part about owning nothing but the clothes on my back is that I can pick up and leave whenever I feel like it. I take a moment to get my bearings and look around. Look, it's Gay. I see a tired-looking person shuffling along the hard footpath with a briefcase in their hand. They stop outside one of the buildings, take a deep breath, and pat their face a couple times, and then go inside. They must not be looking forward to whatever's going to be happening in there. Maybe they have to fight someone. Through the large glass windows of another store, a fawn is trying on a pair of shoes, but they don't seem to fit her hooves. The people waiting with her look annoyed. I wonder if she fusses around with her footwear a lot. For a while, I simply let the day roll by and watch the various figures who stroll by. People watching is fun, especially in such a busy city. Eventually, I go to sip my coffee, only to find nothing coming out. No more reason to stick around. It's time to go. On the sunlit street, I look about to match what I can see with the map's directions. There's a tall green mountain in the distance ahead of me, which must be the one on the map. It'll be the perfect vantage point for the city. Ideally, I'll find an empty building I can crash in, but it's not necessary. A roof over my head would be nice, but I'm plenty used to sleeping outside under the stars. Sometimes it's better than sleeping in a bed. Encouraged by the plan forming in my head, I set off on the long walk to the summit. Guys, where should we go? Should we choose the only option that we have? The path to the mountain turns out to be less simple than the map made it look. First, a trail takes me along the waterfront, and then it turns upwards through a small forested area. Being among the trees and their tall shadows makes me feel at home. When the path leaves the woods again, I'm a little disappointed. It leads up a paved road, so I stick to the edge to avoid passing cars. Sometimes I take shortcuts through yards or up unmarked paths. There are quite a few nice-looking homes right along the roadside. I make a mental note to go check them out when I'm low on money or food. Not much further along, concrete lookout offers another glimpse of the city below. A couple airships are coming in to dock at the skyport, probably from one of the other floating islands. There's still a ways to go to the top of the mountain, but luckily the walk has been easy so far. I wouldn't even consider it a hike. Eventually, I reach the final stretch of road. I can see where it curves ahead to the summit, and I hurry to the end. A metal railing spreads out like a crown on top of the mountain. As I go to toss my empty cup away, a pair of chatting tourists pass me by.
How far is it from here?
Oh, about an hour from the base of Mount Victoria, so a bit further from here.
Mount Victoria.
I'm glad to know what this place is called. I say the name out loud to help commit it to memory. Standing at the edge, I'm treated to a wonderful view of Wellington. The city forms a crescent moon shape around the bay, which glitters like a sapphire from up here. The sun is starting to set, and that makes the water even more shimmery. Even more airships can be seen coming and going. I think that I can even see the edge of the floating island we're on, miles out in the open sky. I survey the city using the skyport as a reference point. From up here, what felt like such a long chase really doesn't look far at all. I strain my eyes. I think I can even see the coffee shop from earlier. What was it that Barista said it was called? The Bell House? Kind of tough to make out details. My hearing and sense of smell may be great. My R's aren't much better than a human's. Then I noticed something useful.
Look! Is that our house?
Probably. What can you see from here?
I see Dad's car!
Not too far, there's a little kid who's using a pair of metal tubes attached to a post. His mom is helping him aim it at the city. It must be something that improves your vision. The moment the kid and his mom leave, I hurry over before someone else can get to them first. When I press my eyes to the same spot the child did, all I can see is black. I try moving it around, but it doesn't change. Is the thing busted? Some text is printed on the side. I have no idea what it says. There's a small slot, though, with a picture of a coin next to it. Lucky for me, that's the coin that has a 50 on it. I put the coin that I received from the barista into the slot and spin the lever. The machine eats my coin, and then when I put my eyes to it again... Yes! Yes! Everything looks much closer now. Even the trees on the other side of the hill appear in crystal clear detail, like I'm standing right next to them. I aim the viewing glasses at the city and look around, trying to find a good place to rest for the night. Houses are a no-go. Even if they look empty or abandoned, you can never let your guard down for a minute. Same with most shops. I don't have enough money for a hotel, and I won't risk sneaking into one of those either. As I'm studying the sights, trying to memorize as much as I can, there's a clicking sound. Once again, and the view goes black. Stupid machine. Smack it a couple of times and check again, but I still can't see anything.
Well, whatever. Looks like I'm sleeping outside tonight. Guess this place is as good as any.
I head back down the trail a bit and veer off into the underbrush.
Not perfect, but it'll do.
It'll do. It's not exactly the wilderness. Just about everything around here seems cityfied to an extent. Usually when I make a den, I prefer to find a place far from other people. A place where nobody will find me. I doubt I'll find anything perfect, but this is good enough.
It's fine. Can't afford to be picky.
Beggars can't be choosers. Once the trail I was on is out of sight, I transform again. My neck gets warm as my beads activate, and a few seconds later I'm on all fours. As a fox, the sensation of nature are much stronger. The earth beneath my paws is cool and refreshing, and the breeze whips through my tails like a little massage. As a fox, I hurry down a hill covered in grass so tall that it reaches way over my head. I can smell fresh water and follow the scent to a small stream where I'm able to quench my thirst. It's just as satisfying as the drink I got at the cafe, but in a different way. Being able to slurp up water is way more enjoyable than having to use a straw, or worse, one of those lids with the tiny holes. For a little while, I follow my nose to some berries and some edible plants that'll do for a snack. Unfortunately, unlike the water, foraging is never as satisfying as eating human food. If I want a real meal tonight, then I should pick up the pace before it gets too late. Still, I want to get this done now while there's still daylight. I keep close to the stream and search for a place where the ground is soft. Before too long, I find a promising area, a small valley with hills on most sides and thick foliage on the others. I'm still close enough to civilization to hear cars and other city noises, but the area I'm in doesn't seem like it gets visited very often. At the very least, it doesn't really smell like people. The spot that I settle on is a nice mound of earth near the edge of the woods, partially hidden by a tall tree with low-hanging leaves. Even if no one comes by, it makes me feel better knowing that I'll be out of sight. And so I start to dig. My claws rip away the dirt as I burrow downwards, widening the tunnel just enough for my sleek frame to fit. First I dig forward and then downwards, widening out an area that's big enough for my whole body to fit. This is something I've been doing my whole life, even back when I was just a regular fox. I think that's why I don't mind it too much, compared to sleeping inside somewhere. It just feels right to me. It takes a little while, and by the time I'm finally finished, first few stars have started to peek out from the sky. I shake myself clean of the dirt that sticks to my coat, and then transform back into my human form.
Spread this here, a couple of branches here, some leaves there.
I'll look around the valley a bit, checking from different angles.
Not bad for just an afternoon's work.
If you weren't looking for it, I don't think you'd ever notice anything out of place. That digging has made me work up an appetite, and not the kind that'll be satisfied with just a few berries.
Ugh, I'm so hungry. I haven't had a real meal since yesterday.
My stomach rumbles painfully. I've been so busy since arriving here in Wellington that I kind of just forgot how hungry I was. I'll grab some human food back in town. Casting one last glance at my afternoon's work, I set off towards the city.
Work never ends. Time to get some food!
Time to get some food! I'm a bit disappointed when I finally get back to the busy street from before. I was hoping that it would be emptier now, but that all of the stores would be closed. Turns out I was half right. A lot of shops have become dark for the evening, but there are just as many people walking around now as there were earlier. In fact, there might even be more. The patio of a restaurant has a bunch of tables full. The mermaid is sitting in the fountain I sat by earlier, chatting with the Cyclops. Even the cafe that I visited is crowded now, with a line almost at the door. After pacing up and down the road for a while, I sit down and try to figure out what to do next. I'm not too worried about what would happen if I got caught stealing. I'd just escape, obviously, and even if they somehow managed to catch me, it wouldn't be an issue for very long. See, there's something different about me that makes me extra good at being a thief. It's not just the skills I've practiced over the years, like picking locks and sneaking around. No, it's a bit more special than that. Without fail, every single person I meet forgets me by the next day. I don't know why, but I don't really care either. It's magic. All I really know. Really useful magic. Everywhere I go, no matter how careless I am, all of my problems are solved by the next day. That doesn't mean there's no danger. I've been caught in the act before and beaten or harassed before. I can manage to get away. I've even lost a few prizes that I stole fair and square because I had to get going in a hurry. But if someone sees me but isn't able to stop me, I know that I'll be home free. Sure, they might remember having something stolen, but they'll never know who did it. It almost makes things too easy. Right now, it'd be smarter to just come back later, dead of night, and hope there's no people around. I'd be able to take my time browsing without having to worry about making a quick escape. Though, where's the fun in that? I walk casually up and down the street, glancing into windows without being too obvious about it. Some stores still have customers inside. Others have locked their doors and shut off their lights. Most of the restaurants are still open and are only making me hungrier. Stealing from restaurants is a bit much even for me, though. I've tried it before, but the cluttered kitchens as well as all the tables and chairs make it hard to get around. Plus, I've learned the hard way that there are plenty of hot or sharp things for angry cooks to throw at you as you try to make your way out. Instead, packaged and pre-made foods are my best friends. Things I can grab multiple of at once and stuff into my pockets. I'm really lucky I'll find a place with refrigerated sandwiches or salads. Or something. Perfectly good food that gets thrown away. I wouldn't believe the kinds of stuff that's available if you don't mind sifting through the trash a little bit. It's not ideal, of course, but hot meal is a hot meal. I know plenty of foxes who have eaten much worse.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. It's perfect. A small convenience store, snacks lined up behind the front window. Even better, shops on either side of it are closed too, so there's not many people in that area.
Locked, huh? Not surprising.
I head down a nearby alley and find the back door, which is probably where they bring in new products. The alleyway is dark to begin with, and my dark clothes help me hide even better. I glance around the alley, glad like always, for my excellent night vision. Nobody's watching. Nobody's even around. I pull my hood over my ears and tuck my tail between my legs, leaning against the sturdy door. Anyone not looking closely, I'm sure I appear nothing more than a shadow. I dig around in my pocket until I find my trusty lockpick, and then set to work on the door. It isn't a complicated lock at all, just a regular keyhole.
Bingo. Huh?
With a click, the latch springs open just a few short moments later. I try to tuck the door towards me, but there's a chain on the inside that keeps me from opening very hard. There's no way a human could fit through that gap, but it would be easy for a fox. First, I slink away for a bit, idling on a nearby street like a regular pedestrian. I wait to see if anyone shows up, just in case I triggered a silent security system. After about 10 minutes, I decide it's safe. I transform under the cover of darkness in the alley and slip into the building before transforming back. The shop isn't very big, and the receiving area is just a small hallway with a few boxes of soda and candy bars on the floor. I got a couple of my favorites and shove them into my pockets. When I creep into the main area, I make sure to stay low to the ground, trying to avoid being seen from outside. I'm not exactly hidden, but as long as I don't stand up, I shouldn't attract anyone's attention. I move fast, cramming as much of my coat as I can. Cookies, protein bars, popcorn, I'm not that very picky. When my coat starts to feel pretty heavy, I grab a plastic bag from behind the counter and transfer some of my loot into there. I also take a few bottles of water and sports drinks from the coolers. Just as I'm about to leave, I spot a few of those coveted plastic wrap sandwiches that I was thinking about earlier.
Jackpot!
I fill my bag with sandwiches until it's almost overflowing, and I head back out the way I came in. In total, I was in and out in under 5 minutes. I've got enough supplies to last me several days. She's hot, she is. I want to be her. When I step into the alley, I glance around in both directions, making sure no one saw me emerge from the store. I don't see anyone, but my neck prickles as if someone's watching me. I sniff the air, but don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Nothing that wasn't there before. Oh, Bones, you're back into your I want to be pegged era. Still. Suddenly, there's a flap of wings and a bat flutters past me from out of the shadows. Just right over my head and disappears from sight up the street.
Oh, that's it?
I let out a breath I've been holding, start making my way back towards the mountain where I made my den. I let the bag swing from my arms as I walk, whistling a song I heard earlier. I'm not able to keep a smile off my face.
All in all, not a bad first day. I've got a nice nest, food to spare, and plenty of places to explore tomorrow.
Yo, I'd like to make a nice nest with her. There have been plenty of days in my life where I've had none of those things. I unwrap one of the sandwiches that I grabbed and take a big bite.
Nothing beats the taste of hard work.
Yeah. I hope Wellington continues to treat me well while I'm here.
So
sleep so well tonight.
I unpack everything that I got from the store, as well as the treasures that I always carry with me. My lockpick, my wallet, and a few pretty stones. The only thing I leave in my jacket is a small scroll.
Can't get that damaged or dirty.
Yeah, no, can't get that damaged or dirty. I change back into a fox and then dig another hole near the entrance of my den. This one is much simpler and shallower, and I bury some of the snacks that I stole before covering them back up with the dirt.
Not like anyone's gonna come by and swipe my things, but better safe than sorry. I stole this myself after all.
So true, bestie.
Don't want it being stolen from me.
Oh. Stuff like my pen and my favorite rock go into the burrow with me, since I like having them close by. Once I've got everything where it belongs, I climb into the hole myself, turning a few circles before settling down with my tail wrapped around me. From here I have a perfect view of the stars. I look up at the clear night sky through the mountain mouth of the tunnel. I feel bad for all the people way down on the underworld.
Can they even see the stars from there?
I've never been to the underworld, so I have no idea. I can't imagine falling asleep without them. Comfortable and safe, I close my eyes, quickly slip off to dreamland. I wake up to trouble, or at least a threat. I'm sure it's only morning as I peer out of the burrow's entrance. The sky is already dark and foreboding. My attention moves from the ominous rain clouds above the trees outside my den, their branches shaking in a strong breeze.
I can't believe that girl from the cafe was right.
Yeah, I can't believe that she wasn't lying to us. I climb up the tunnel and head out the open, sniffing the air. It just tells me what I already know. Storm's coming, and fast. But also, another scent plays on my nose. One's so faint that I almost brush it off before taking another smell. Surely I'm wrong. There's no way that I'll bring my snout to the ground. I investigate the area, and then decide that I'm right. I change into my human form and look around.
Someone's been here.
Yes, someone's definitely been here. But this smell isn't a human's. Vaguely familiar, but at the same time not like anything I recognize.
And it definitely wasn't here when I went to sleep.
They must have come here in the night and stopped right outside my den.
Were they watching me sleep?
Creepy.
Oh crap!
As a fox, I dive back into my hole to make sure everything is still there. My heart pounds in my chest, but nothing appears to be missing. I also check the spot where I buried my stash from last night, but that hasn't been disturbed either. I breathe a sigh of relief. If any of my stuff had been stolen, I'd be so mad. But that still doesn't answer the question of what they did want. And that's even more concerning. I'm a pretty light sleeper, and usually the slightest sound or motion will wake me up. So if someone was able to sneak up on me, even I have to be impressed. Impressed and a little bit worried. I've got a more pressing issue right now, though, and I stare up at the sky in disappointment.
I hate the rain.
I would have found a different place to make the nest and hide my supplies if I'd known this would happen. Instead, both burrows would probably just be piles of mud by the end of today.
I should have found a place with a roof after all.
Yeah, you should have listened to the barista. I fill my pockets with my most important possessions and some of the food I grabbed last night. Everything else I wrap up as tightly in the plastic bag as I can and bury them in my den. Hopefully I can find somewhere fast and then move everything else over before it gets ruined. An abandoned house would be perfect, or some other place I'd be able to hide. I'm just about to get going when a loud flapping sound overhead catches my attention. I expect it to be a bird, but instead it's yet another bat. This one's even bigger than the one I saw last night. Its wings are way longer and noisier. I can even hear it squeaking something as it flies past. Some people say bats and foxes are similar. I don't see it. Watch it fly around for a little while before it takes off toward the city.
Maybe it knows somewhere to stay. Guess I'll follow it for now.
A couple of times, it disappears between the trees. And give her the hip pet spoon. Or just too far ahead, but I always manage to catch back up. Eventually, we're out of the woods and back to civilization, where a car whizzes past me. There's a sidewalk here and other people walking around. Most of them look up at the sky nervously, though, and everyone seems to be in a hurry.
Guess I'm not the only one looking to get away from the rain.
I'm just about to get going when a loud flapping sound overhead catches my attention. Wait. Oh, okay. I expected it to be a bird, but instead it's yet another bat. More people seem to be going in the direction I was headed than anywhere else, so I stick to that. By now, my winged guide is almost out of sight. Again, just a little black speck in the sky flying into the distance. Farther up this road, there's a slope that leads to a big, fancy-looking building. Doesn't look like a shop or a restaurant, at least not one that I've ever seen. But there are so many people going in and out that it has to be open to the public. Good enough for me. It'll give me somewhere dry to spend some time, and maybe I can learn something useful. Plus, places like this usually have plenty of valuables inside. If I'm lucky, I might be able to find something to fund my next few days. After all, the bigger the target, less likely they are to notice something's missing. So true, bestie. Sturdy oak door isn't as heavy as it looks. Firm push, being able enough to heave it open. Gingerly stepping inside and out of the rain, I'm greeted by books. Lots of books. Books on shelves, books on tables, books on the floor. Books are everywhere. The place even smells of musty old paper, and the dozen or so people inside are mostly looking through pages in the aisles. The odd silence about the building is striking, given how many are around. It doesn't look like a shop, so I assume it must be a library. I've heard of them, but I've never been in one. No point, since I can't read and all. But it's warm and cozy and very dry, so it'll do. There's a desk near the entrance with a computer on it that I assume would be where I check in. Unattended, which is good for me. I take a seat in an empty chair nearby and sit back just to observe a bit. There are plenty of people, but it's not too busy. Lots of empty, unwatched spaces. Most folks seem to be here alone, or in small groups to keep to themselves. There's not much conversation going on, and what there is all whispered. Nobody gives me a second glance, which is a good sign. It means I'm probably not breaking any rules just by being here. Behind the desk, there's a hallway leading deeper into the building, and I peek around the corner to see what's back there. All I can see are some shut doors and, at the very back, a staircase. After glancing around to make sure no one's watching, I sneak down the hall and try a couple of the doors. All of them are locked. I could probably pick them if I wanted to. No sense trying to do that now, though. Is there anything more valuable around? An antique clock or vase would be perfect. Sadly, it's almost all books. Books and small trinkets that look pretty worthless, not even worth the trouble of stealing. At least it's got a roof. I do spot a couple promising items, like a set of old coins, and memorize their locations. I wander back into the main area where I came in. Outside, it hasn't started raining yet, but it's only a matter of time. The wind is loud and gusty, and even opening the door is enough to make me shiver. If nothing else, I could probably wait out the rain here. But, my poor abandoned snacks back at the den. What a waste. Can't do anything about it now, though. I should keep looking around. I move slowly through the area, never going beyond what seems to be the public area. I pretend to inspect a few books, taking them off the shelves and flipping through the pages. I'm actually mapping out the place in my head. Doors, windows, and potential places to hide, things like that. Most of the time, this kind of info is unnecessary. It's been at least a few decades since I've had to make a dramatic escape from anywhere. At this point, plotting an escape route is just a habit. Overall, I like what I'm seeing. Even with the locked doors and off-limit hallways, there are a lot of nooks and crannies that would make good hiding spots, especially as a fox. From the thick dust that coats a lot of these areas, I can tell they don't get a whole lot of visitors. If I'm careful, I might be able to go a whole week or more without being noticed. As long as I can get in and out of the building easily, that is. And the huge windows that line the back wall, that seems easy enough too. I weave around a couple shelves that are taller than I am, heading for the far back corner. I peer around the corner of the last aisle, just to make sure I'm alone. But I'm not. At a small table by the window sits a woman with a small book in her hand, resting against her fingers. She's perfectly still, but mouths the words on the page as she reads, like she's tasting them instead of sleep. Her expression has the distant look of someone way off in their own world, far away from this one. She looks so at peace that I think she must belong in that other world. She's beautiful and elegant in the same way as a painting, the light from the window shining on her like a display. I duck back behind the bookshelf, pressing one hand to my racing heart. My other bumps against one of the books on the shelf, and it falls with a dusty thump. Yo, she was so gay, she dropped shit. Curtsing my clumsiness, I silently back away in case she decides to investigate. She doesn't leave her chair.
I suppose it's nothing.
I suppose it's nothing. She turns and gazes out the open window. At what? I don't know. A moment later, she returns to her book and leaves this world again. I stay hidden, my face still burning a little. Yes, I think this would be the perfect place to spend some time. Yo, she's so fucking gay. Suddenly, there's a much louder boom. than the one that I caused, as thunder rumbles outside. A few people around the library startle at the sound and look around. Sighing, the girl in the chair pulls the window beside her closed. First drops of rain falling not a minute later. I'll investigate the windows later. Right now, I don't want to bother her. So I head back to one of the plush chairs on the other side of the library and take a seat. I could be here a while, depending on how long the rain lasts, so I might as well get comfy. Find a few books that have more pictures than words, and curl up in one of the soft chairs to flip through them. There aren't as many of those, and I go through the stack pretty fast. Takes long enough for the rain to start, though. The longer I read, the louder the pounding of the rain and howling of the wind become. Guess it's not letting up anytime soon. I can't complain, though. This library is pretty cozy by my usual standards. It's warm and safe, and nobody tells me to go away. I even have snacks. More than once, I get up and walk around the library again, even though I've got most of it memorized by now. I take note of things like a child stuffed toy that's lying on the floor in one section, or the thin blanket that's stuffed between a bookshelf and the wall. On my third or fourth trip around, I finally find something I've been looking for. In one of the far corners, totally opposite from where I saw the reading girl earlier, there's a single chair and a small table. On the wall nearby is a portrait. The painting itself is a girl with light brown hair, but I barely pay attention to that. What I'm interested in is the frame. Lovely. It looks like it might be made out of gold. It certainly shines like it. Carved intricately into a shape of waves flowing up and down. Gotta be worth something. I pretend to not pay much attention to it as I make my way back to the table. There are too many other people around for me to be able to try to sneak it out. It's too big to fit under my jacket without being obvious. That just means I'll have to come back some other time, maybe once this place is closed. The hours pass by and the storm continues. I'm kind of disappointed about losing a whole day, especially so soon after arriving, but it's not like I'm in any sort of hurry. I pat one of my pockets, feeling the familiar and reassuring paper scroll that's stuffed away there. That scroll is the only thing close to a purpose that I have, and it's not particularly urgent. Or, at least, I don't have any way to deal with it faster. I spend a long time reading. It's almost afternoon when I go and check the windows again. But the rough weather outside continues. At this rate, I'll be sleeping in a puddle of mud tonight. Yes. A quick check shows that a lot of the other library patrons have left. Not empty, but it's not nearly as full as earlier. I guess some of them decided it was worth braving the rain. Looking as nonchalantly as I can, I get up from my seat and pretend to browse again, slowly moving through the shelves. The reading girl is gone now, although she's not what I was looking for. Instead, I pick up the dropped toy and blanket that I spotted earlier, and then head to one of the out-of-the-way hiding spots I picked out before. It's on the floor, between a shelf and a wall, but it's a bit of a carpet to help it make it softer. Even better, it's between two corner shelves, meaning that it's practically out of sight if you're not looking for it. I wriggle my way between the furniture and lie down, using the toy as a pillow and draping the blanket over me. I toss and turn a few times before finally settling down.
Yep, not bad at all.
Even though I haven't done much today, I'm always down to take a nap. I can pass by a few hours by sleeping, waking up once it's dark, and then grab that picture frame and be on my way. I'll have to review them all again once I get back, but that's a problem for future me. I yawn, staring up at the ceiling until my eyes get heavy.
Maybe today won't be a total waste after all.
Maybe. Soft sound of cloth rustling wakes me from dreamless sleep. Did someone sneak up on me twice now? I don't know how long it's been. The sky outside has darkened significantly, and now stars twinkle outside the window. No time to react as the sound comes closer. I hear no footsteps, but suddenly a woman steps into view. Her clothes are pure white, making her stand out like a ghost in the dark library. Her cape rustles again as she reaches towards one of the shelves. One of the shelves I'm hiding behind to be precise. Gingerly, she moves 2 books to the side and then slides another book into the space she created. She handles them like precious treasures that might break if she's too rushed. I stay perfectly still, afraid to even breathe in case she notices me. My heart beats wildly as she slowly and deliberately looks over the shelf, examining their titles before taking a book from the second lowest row. Through the gap she creates in the shelves, our eyes meet in the darkness. Oh no. I tense up as she steps around the shelves between us to get a better look at me, preparing myself to leap away if the need arises. The carefully memorized layout of the library flashes through my mind as I frantically plot the best way to flee. Even as I prepare my escape, I can see her taking in everything about me. Stolen blanket, the makeshift pillow, my generally disheveled appearance. She opens her mouth and I brace for myself for the verbal attack that's sure to come. Bones, I'm sorry, but I think they're gonna be together.
Hello there.
Hello there.
May I ask why you're sleeping on the floor?
Doesn't matter what I say, just distract her enough to get away.
I don't have anywhere else to sleep.
I thought so.
He leans down and offers me a hand. I look at it warily. I don't take it, but I slowly stand, letting the blanket fall to my feet and trying to subtly get into position to run.
Well, I have an extra room on the second floor that you're welcome to borrow, if you'd prefer that.
Yo, she is very pretty.
Otherwise, you're more than welcome to remain here, on the ground. I apologize for waking you.
And so kind. With a smile, the oddly calm woman steps away and busies herself organizing another row of books. You probably expected me to let my guard down and try to take your offer. I'm just a stranger, someone who broke into her library. No reason for her to treat me kindly. My years of experience, and there are plenty of those, tell me it's a trap.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'll just be going, actually. Sorry to bother you like this.
Yo, I would jump at the chance to stay with her. I hurry past her, shoulders tense as I expect her to grab or try to stop me. She doesn't, though. When I glance back, she's watching me with a strange expression that I don't recognize. When I get outside and away from the library, I breathe a sigh of relief.
Whew, that was close. I'm not falling for that one again.
The last time I let someone feel sorry for me and accepted a place to stay, I woke up with them trying to empty my wallet. I may be a thief, but at least I do it honestly. I wouldn't try to trick someone like that. That wasn't the first time someone tried to fool me and take advantage of me either.
Still, it's a shame to lose such a nice hiding place. Maybe I'll give it a couple days for that woman to forget about me, and then try again.
Yo,
If
she's
she
not
wasn't
gonna forget
lying about
because
there
she
being an empty
fell in
room
love
on the
at first
second
sight.
floor, then maybe I could sneak into there.
Tonight, though, I'm on my own. Shivering, I wrap my coat and tail tightly around myself as I think about what to do next. The rain has stopped, although it's still cold and cloudy. My stomach grumbles since I haven't eaten anything other than snacks all day.
Ugh.
I may as well get it over with and go check on the status of my den.
Well, it could be worse.
Not as bad as I expected, which is a pleasant surprise.
What's a little mine? It'll be just fine.
I swapped my fox form and prod around. The entrance is caved in a little, but after I scoop that out, I find that the rest of the tunnels and main room are relatively intact. Cold as hell, but intact. Seems the trees protected the den from a lot of the rain. It took me a while to find the spot where I buried my stash, since the sticks I used to mark the spot got washed away. Eventually I locate it, though, and start digging. Cold mud makes my paws dirty and sore, and flecks cover my fur. After I finally reach the soggy plastic bags, I shake myself clean before opening them up as a human. Some water has seeped through, and I open the spoiled items before tossing them away. I'm not too picky, but I have plenty of other snacks to choose from.
Eat up, birdies!
A few of them swoop down to inspect the offering. I scarf down a quick meal of cookies and unwarmed soup, along with some cold water from the stream. At least the water is satisfying. Then, even though I just woke up from a nap not too long ago, I shift back in my fox form to crawl into my den and curl up. I'm sure it'll be a while before I fall asleep, but I don't feel like going back into town. I've had enough excitement for one day. This isn't all that bad. Regular foxes without magic powers have it way worse than I do. Although, back when I was a fox was all I was, I wouldn't really have cared. To this day, I'm not sure what it is that makes me different. I used to be just like them. No desire to go beyond the forest or anything. Then one day, I became whatever I am now. All I had was this necklace, a small scroll that I can't read, and the memory of the person who had given it to me. They were so kind to me, that stranger in the forest. They wished me well, even though I was just an ordinary fox. Somehow that didn't seem to matter to them. I never even knew their name, just their face and their voice. But I know that I'll recognize them when I see them again. It's just a matter of finding them. So, since then, I've been looking and surviving. Looking for them is what keeps me going. It's enough to live for. If I wasn't, I don't know what else I'd be doing. I guess I'd just be surviving. But if that was the only thing, I think I'd rather have just stayed a fox. Ooh. Alright, fuckers. I'm gonna call it there. It was a cute game. Yes. Alright, we're gonna raid Nugget. Fun fact, first known art dates back to 40,000 years. Alright. Hey, I'm editing the raid message. I don't know if anyone's actually here. Buns! 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 I don't know if you're here. We're changing this. Papa Nugget. Alright. Papa Nugget! Alright, fuckers. I don't think I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm not supposed to, and so I probably won't. Yeah, so Sunday I'll probably do something. I don't know what I do with my life. Let's be real. We all know this. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.